Okay, welcome back to my channel. And I think today is the perfect day and perfect opportunity to talk about trusting God. I think we get caught up in ourselves and get caught up in our worries, and we get caught up in the daily routines of what is known as this life, and we forget that God is in control. We forget that God is in control of all things, and He does not want us to worry. Did you know it is mentioned in the Bible 356 times to not worry or to do not worry? That's enough. That's an equal amount of times for every day of the year. He doesn't want us to worry at all. And not any day, not any month, and not any year. He's got us the here and now. He's brought you this far. He's brought me this far. He'll see you through to the end. Even though things don't seem to be exactly working out in my favor, and a certain individual has backed out on me entirely, which really kind of has thrown me for a loop, because I thought I had everything in the bag and everything was good to go. But there we go, Murphy's Law, right? Murphy's Law. You can't stop Murphy's Law, and usually they come in threes. And so far, I think it has come in threes today. And I don't want to really get specific, but it has to deal with financial deal. I'm kind of pressed financially because of sudden disruption in life. So I'm kind of wondering, I kind of need money like ASAP. That's where I'm at. But I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. God's got this. God is going to work it through. I'm just going to live in the moment, live for today. Today has had enough troubles today in itself, by itself, alone. Luckily, I did not completely belly flop, and I'm not up the creek without a paddle, if you feel me on that. So there's still hope. There's still light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm going to find out. Hopefully, I can get everything I need done financially done Monday. And I'm out of this place. I'm done. I'm going to do what it is that I do. I can't stay here. So it's just that simple. And it's termite infested, and it's a nightmare, really. This place is a nightmare. And I don't blame anyone for any extreme lowball numbers, because it's that bad. The best thing about this property, really, is it's on 3/4 of an acre. It has electric and power in 4 locations throughout the property. But really, I tried doing upgrades for this property, and the more I started getting into doing this, I painted the house. And the more I started getting into this and that, the more problems I kept coming across. And finally, I realized it was going to take an arm and a leg to restore this home. Really, honestly, they need to just level it and put a new home here. It's best case scenario, because it's that far. It's 100 years old. What do you expect? The thing's old. It's here in the country. Of course, it's going to have termites. Of course, you can't treat, and that's the problem. Because it has active termite infestation, if you can't get a termite treatment done, you can't get a mortgage. If you can't get a mortgage for the house, you can't sell the house. That's why it's I'm in incredibly a very difficult situation. So please pray for me out there. I need it. I wanted to do a little bit of a throwback in time. I found this picture when I was moving things around and everything. Look at this. Look at that guy. That's me with long hair. I was 18 years old. My graduation day. Mr. Rockstar himself right there. A little bit of a throwback. So, moving forward, God wants me to trust Him. Guess what? He wants you to trust Him too. And I just want it to be known you're not the only one going through difficult times. If you're going through sudden disruption in your life, I know the feeling. And this is my viewpoint on that feeling, if you know what I mean, because this is actually my 5th time losing everything. It's like the free-falling feeling in the pit of your stomach. It's feels like you're free-falling, like you jumped off a high-rise building and you're just falling, and your stomach is floating up into your throat. That's the sensation. And you know what I've learned about the sensation? It's excitement. It's that fear of the unknown. It's that intensity. You can either let that unknown fear that you don't know how the situation is going to quite play out consume you, or every time it comes into your mind, you can block it out and say, God's got this. God's got this. That's what you have. That's what you have to do every time that thought pops into your mind. You have to shut it down and just remember God's got this, and say that to yourself. Catch yourself saying those things. If you catch yourself saying any negative things or worrisome things, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. Stop it. God's got this. Right? You're focusing on things you can't control. And that leads to anxiety. That will lead to panic attacks. If you can't control it, what are you going to do about it? In 100 years, who's going to care anyway, right? So why not just say, hey, I surrender. You have to let your ego go. You're trying to hold on to something, and it's slipping away. That's what that sensation is. Really, it's nothing. It's just stuff and the unexpected. And some things can turn out better than expected. Why not think of it as a positive thing? Because I know, for me, it's long overdue for me to have a vacation. It's long overdue for me to do something for myself and live for myself. However the situation plays out with this channel, with anything, I'm going to record it. It's going to be the reality TV show of me, the wandering disciple, Grant, your humbled host. And I say humbled with an ED, humbled, because I have been humbled over and over and over again. I have not escaped the rod of God. He chastises His people as needed. And I'm one of those that need chastisement from time to time. I'm a bit of I like to take things to the edge a lot of times. I like to see it's time for me to have an adventure. Let's put it that way. It's overdue for me to have an adventure. That's what I'm going to bring. And also, with that adventure all my wonderful thoughts go along with it. So lucky you. And I appreciate you watching, especially if it's your first time here. And I'm going to wrap this video up. Thanks for stopping by. God bless.